Ashe. So now we're going to the Q&A. Y'all know how it works. Put it in the chat, put it in the box. Stay anonymous, or put it in Cash App. We'll get to you first. Did I miss one up here? I thought I did. Yeah, no. This one right there. The realist, Lux. This isn't really a question, but it's concerning. Just wisdom, a beautiful. Just witness. Okay. Just witness a beautiful young lady expressing how she's spiritual, and then says she's Christian. I don't know how to feel about it. LOL. What's your opinion? Spirituality has nothing to do with whether you're religious or not. Religion is just a form that you can. It's just like the structure or the I don't know, like the catapult in which you can put your spirituality into. Right? Spirituality is just your connection to the higher frequencies and realms. What religion you decide to funnel it through is up to you, or you can decide to not use any religion at all. Right? But then that's a problem too, because a lot of people are like saying, well, I'm not doing any religion, and then you just end up being lost because you're just all willy-nilly, and then you're not really connecting with spirituality in a constructive way, right? It becomes an imbalanced way, and then that's how you end up getting possessed by things that you didn't intend to get possessed by, and you don't even realize that's what's happening, right? The religions, but you're not supposed to stay in the religions either. You're supposed to go learn from each one to then find your own true understanding, right? But yes, you can definitely, be a spiritual and be, Christian or Muslim or Hindu or whatever, right? Me personally, I call myself, I am all of the religions, from the Greeks, spiritual practices, from the Buddhist, to the Ifa, to the Santerias, to the Voodoos, to the Hoodoo, to the Kemets, or Egyptians, or the Medu Neter, right? To the Hindus, to the Nordics, right? All of those, even to the current one, which is to the Christians, I think I said, and even to the anime. The anime is the new religion. That's the newest one. Anime and comics. Those are the new religions. Alchemy, study alchemy. Right. Well, study alchemy. That's the thing. It's hard to study alchemy because we don't really have access to the lessons of alchemy. We just have more like stories. Blessings, Priscilla. Yep, there's like trees. We connected. Corner ramp. We're connected like trees. Yep. The real Lux. If white people have melanin, why they can't get a natural tan? That's a great question. I'm glad you asked that question. All right, one, we don't all have the same. Okay, there's skin melanin, there's organ melanin, and then there's neuromelanin, and there's other melanins too. There's cholesterol melanin. There's other melanins, but melanin is not it has just like there's different cells. There's blood cells. There's white blood cells. There's liver cells. There's muscle cells. There's different melanins in the body too. So that's one. Two, neuromelanin has nothing to do with skin melanin. Those are two different things. What we're looking at now is not neuromelanin. This is skin melanin. Neuromelanin is on the nervous system. It's actually on the nerves, on the brain, and all throughout the nerves. Okay, so you're not going to see that melanin on the surface. Number 3, all humans have, well, technically all living animals have melanin, but all humans have melanin, but we do not all have the same melanin. There's 3 classes, I would say, of melanin. Eumelanin, which is like the like what I like have to like in like darker, right? And I always eumelanin. Is it pheomelanin? Hold on. Let me get these other melanins for you. Yeah, I was right. Pheomelanin or neuromelanin. It says neuromelanin, but that's not the melanin I'm looking for. Hold on. We got eumelanin, pheomelanin, and then there's another melanin. There's it's like I want to say pseudomelanin, but I don't think that's correct, the correct term.
What was that? Right here? Oh.
You're saying neuromelanin. That's colored neurons. Where is that melanin? They keep on saying you. Actually, I think only maybe it might be only Dr. Laila Africa that has that 3rd melanin. I think that's why I can't find it. Let me type in. Here we go. Where are you at? 'Cause I have this book too. Somebody show it to me. Well, you got 3 types of melanin. We'll just say that, right?
Continue to look.
Right. There's two that are commonly known, which is the eumelanin and the pheomelanin. But I think there's like a melanin. I think the pheomelanin is the one that is at the bottom. The eumelanin is at the top. The darker melanin, and then there's like a middle melanin. It's like an in-between melanin. I think that's what I'm looking for. But white people would have the pheomelanin. Okay. They have the pheomelanin. All right. And that melanin is just it's lighter. And it's lighter because it has a different molecular structure to it. Most importantly, it's like a blood cell has iron in the middle of it, right? And that's what sparks with oxygen when you breathe and gives you energy. While melanin, eumelanin, which is middle to darker skinned people, their melanin has selenium in the middle. And then people with the pheomelanin, the really, really light skin, have a sulfur in the middle of theirs. Right. But we all have melanin. It's just our melanin, there's different grades of melanin. So that's why, those that white people they have a hard time getting a tan because their melanin's molecular structure cannot handle, one, it's just lighter, and 2, it cannot handle as much sunlight as eumelanin, right? Therefore, they turn red instead, because once their pheomelanin maxes out, now the sun will start to harm them because they need something to absorb it. So then their blood cells start rushing to the surface of the skin and start to soak in the sun rays, right? That's how that works. Cutting Corner Ramp says, religion is a trick. Religion itself is not a trick per se, but in a sense you could say it's a trick. It's been used for trickery, and religions all are split up from the original understanding of the universe. So I can definitely see that, what you're saying. At the same time, religion has been in a lot of cases been created to reestablish or realign. That's what religion means, to realign the community, to realign the people who have lost their way. Then the beginning was the Word. Oh, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was good. It was no religion that's man-made. Ashe. I am too, I am everything. Share everything, that's good. Supreme Rising, Beloved King, says Big Lar. Big Bruh, Sir, and Queens, Goddesses, Ashe, One Supreme Court, and is in the process with healing, love, sound, mind, peace, and unspeakable joy forever and ever. Shanghai? Shangi? I don't know. Ashe. His lesson too just has to look Ashe, because they burn under the sun. Say we absorb it, they deflect it. Well, you know, everyone absorbs the sun, but this is the problem that we as humans are running into, because this is spiritual enlightenment, when you can live in duality. And for some reason we keep saying, especially spiritual people, like, okay, we have the yin and the yang, the masculine and the feminine, right? But then when it's time to live in the duality, people don't want to do it. They want to pick one side or the other, right? As humans, we understand there is millions of species of frogs and fish and insects, right? We know there's a bunch of different species of bears and wild cats and, big wild cats, and different types of wolves and different types of hundreds and thousands of species of birds, right? We understand this. Now, we understand they're all birds and they all fly, but we still understand the different species of birds. And some birds don't fly, like a chicken, right? Like turkeys. But we understand the birds. But for some reason, we can't say, like, okay, we as humans, and we'll even say each individual person is different. No two people are the same. We're all different. It's like, okay, we're all different. Right. And I'm black and you're white. No, there is no color. We all the same, brother. Okay, you're a man, I'm a woman. No, there is no gender. We're all the same, sister. It's just a construct. Okay, so we're all the same. Therefore, this is how people act. No, we're all individuals. We're different. You can't lump us all together. It's like we keep trying to change the narrative based off of what makes us feel good. Understand this. We're all humans are humans. This is a fact. But there is molecular and biological differences between people. Basically, there's different species of humans. Just like there's different species of bears and different species of fish and whales. There's different species of humans. That does not make a polar bear better than a brown bear. That doesn't make a salmon better than a sea bass or an octopus better than a squid. It just means that they're just different. And they require different things and they react to the earth differently. Same thing with black people and white people. We're just different. The same thing with Oriental people and East Indian people. They're different. It's okay. We're just different. Not only are the cultures different, but we are just, why do we look different? If we are all the same people, then why do the Oriental people look so much different than Russians? And they're all in Asia. Why do they look different? Because they're different species of humans, right? So that being said, white people just have a different type of melanin. So their reaction to the sun doesn't burn. The sun burns everybody. It burns black people. It burns white people. Right? But black people can last longer in the sun. White people can be in the sun as well. It's just not as long. It doesn't make it good or bad or racist or prejudiced. It just makes it a reality, right? But then darker skinned Africans, we'll say, or even Brazilians, will last longer in the sun than me because they have a darker melanin. They can absorb more sunlight than I can. That doesn't make them better or worse. It just makes it a reality. That's all. They're a different species of black people than I am, right? And that's okay. Right, Green Queen. You just don't have as much melanin, or at least you don't have the same type of melanin, same grade of melanin, right? So most melanin is found in hair follicles. That might be the case. I don't know, Carmax. It's against the law for them to teach alchemy in the United States. Shay. That's like it's kind of like what a Freemasonry is. Peace to you all. Peace, Nikki, so pretty. It's against the law to teach about all of the elements. Shay. Well, I never knew that. That's cool. So cool. Thank you, guys, for teaching. You're welcome, Lucy Feeney. Funny you say that because ancient Egypt was once called Kemet, and we have chemistry alongside of other things. Shay, that's where chemistry comes from. Chem means black. I don't know if I'm phrasing this right, but does having a new addition to your family always mean that you will lose a family member as well?
You pregnant, Nikki? Nick. we got a kiddo.
Does it mean? It does not mean that, because if the population of humans is growing, then that couldn't be true then, right? Because if for every person that was born, if someone would be lost, then you couldn't have a growing population of humans. You wouldn't have from 5 billion to 6 billion to 7 billion people. It wouldn't be possible. So it does not mean that. NASA in Hebrew means to deceive. Ashe, Carmax, Ashe. Oh, wow. Balenciaga means Baal is the king. Yes, that is true. That is true. NASA, why you think they say T minus?
I don't get T minus.
T minus. I don't know what the T minus.
Oh. I think when talking about like the time, and I don't even lie.
Minus time? I don't know. Back in time? Our skin still absorbs the sun. We just don't get much of it in the UK. Ashe. Ashe, Green Queen. Right? This is true. This is true. Right? That's not necessarily the reason why, I'll say, on a historical front, it's not necessarily because you don't get a lot of sun in the UK why your skin doesn't absorb it as well. If you don't have the same melanin, it's not necessarily that, but it's something like that though. Something like that. If you watch the sky early in the morning, when just before the sun rises, when you find the moon and the sun finally is in the sky, there is a crescent despite them both being present at the same time. Ashe, Karmic. Yet again, science says that when the sun rises, the moon is supposed to set. But if you look for yourself, science on that is a lie. Ashe. Alongside the medicine, they treat you only for the symptoms and your problems, not the your cause. You're right about that one. Let's see. Did you answer all these already? One of these.
The one that's entered is new.
Someone said in the box, I sincerely appreciate you both. I'm just asking for protection for me and my children. Blessings. Peace, peace. Who put that in the box? The most powerful way to get the blessings for you and your children, especially since we don't know them, right, is for you to write all their names, on bay leaves, right? Actually, no. Get pictures of all of them. Get printed out pictures of them, and then put protection stones on their pictures, right? And then do a prayer of protection over them, calling upon protection type of deities, whichever ones that you know. Or if you don't know any, you can use Sekhmet, Baset, and Setkher. Ashe. Wow, thank you for all you guys teach. You're welcome, Lucy Feeney. King David, children of King Saul. Okay, Big Lar. Religion is not a trick in some extensions. Ashe. Religion gives all humans morale, grounding capacity, and understanding all this. Ashe. In case anyone wants to look them up, eumelanin, pheomelanin, neuromelanin, allomelanin, and pyomelanin. I did not know about the different types until now. Definitely researching it later. Ashe, Zen.
Do not disturb.
Do not disturb. Ashe. See, there's a bunch of melanins. The more you learn, there's a bunch of melanins out there. Right? Melanin is deeper than just the skin thing that we think about. Rules and regulations of the Catholic Order, 501c3 is not for us anywhere. We are Ashe, Big Lar. Jesus paid for the sins of everyone, including Adam and Eve. When you looked at how he died, it's the very representation of life itself and how Eve was created, etc. The crown of thorns being the curse. Okay, Ashe. Pierce on his side, masculine. Okay, gene splicing, we are everything and nothing at all. Okay, Ashe. God only sees the heart. True, Ashe. We're all the same, but no two of us are alike. Ashe. We're all different, but we're all one and should love one another no matter what we look like or where we are from. Ashe. Ashe. Yeah. Well, as I always teach, the children love good and hate evil. So, I don't believe that we need to all love each other at all. But I think we should all love good. So if someone is good, then you should love the goodness in them. And if someone is evil, you should hate the evil that's in them, right? And if someone's kind of in between, then you should just kind of be neutral about them then, right? But as far as just loving everybody, I mean, that's
you gotta find somebody else to do it.
That's just it's not quite as beneficial as you would like to be, as we would hope for it to be. We're all the same, okay? Just like you have different sharks, but they are all still sharks. They are all still sharks, yes, sir. Okay. Book of Enoch talks about how the angels corrupted life and even Genesis, which led to floods. Ashe. Evolution says fish crawled onto land. Ashe. All God's creation. Right? Ashe. All God's. I don't know if it's all the same God, but yes. Yes. different mentality, Ashe. We come from the sands. Photosynthesis is a lifestyle for the sun children, Ashe. Grow your hair and watch how photosynthesis reacts.
There's a question in the box.
No, I'm going to be an aunt. My brother is having a baby, Ashe.
Okay,
congratulations, Nikki. Let's see. Did someone put something in the box? Does it feels weird knowing you're living in an avatar body as a spirit being? Okay, asking the question was.
Does it feel weird knowing that you're a spirit?
Or does, of course. So someone asked in the box, does it feel weird knowing you're living in an avatar body as a spirit being? I mean, yeah. It feels the more that you come, the more that you the higher that you raise your frequency, the more of that becomes like a reality, where you like really feel that you start to really know and experience that you are, in this avatar, body. So, yeah, it does feel weird. It does feel weird, but whether it's weird or not, it is what it is. So, be weirded out by it or just keep, try to make it work, Love is absent color, it's fluid like living water, Ashe, Ashe. Sending love and light to the Valley of Sun. It's just been a trend for my family the last few years, the same amount of new babies. We've also lost family, so I just wonder if there was a connection. Well, there might be some type of, could be some kind of curse, right, with your family, or it could be the fact that your family's not connected. This is actually an issue with a lot of families. You're not connected with your proper spiritual ancestors and guides, and so you're not receiving the protection for growth, right? And since you're not doing that, and you're not doing the proper offerings and sacrifices, to them and connections to them, they will then take those offerings and connection and sacrifices themselves. Those entities will do it themselves, and they seem to do it this way in particular for you, Nikki, so pretty. So that's probably what it sounds like to me, is that since your family, like a lot of families, have lost contact with their spiritual ancestors, they're not giving the proper offerings, so the offerings are being taken. I know I'm just pale the most because Scotland just rains most of the year. I mean, I understand what you're saying, Green Queen. It's not necessarily the reason. You can look at the Eskimos, for instance. The Eskimos are actually very dark people, and they've lived many hundreds or maybe thousands of years in ice, but they're not pale. So that's why it's not necessarily living in a clouded area that will do that, but it is something similar to that effect, though. NASA jumbled up saying T- because the T, it spells Satan. Ashe, okay. Ashe. Does the fear word know that you're an avatar? I mean, like I said, it is what it is. It's life. They make it impossible to love the narcissist. I mean, I don't know if you want to love the narcissist. I don't know. Statue of Liberty is Lucifer himself and described to the seven crowns. America represents freedom from God and energy. I mean, there probably might be some Lucifer things tied to the Statue of Liberty. The Statue of Liberty is also based off of a black woman, though, so. Our purpose here is simply just observe, okay. Go to the ice walls. We are spiritual beings. I say such an eye-opener. We're basically like batteries. We operate strictly on energy. When you get imprisoned, you are placed on the cell. So we're at the bottom now. We, him and I, are more than conquerors, beloved children. Awesome. Sounds good. Let's go ahead and wind